Hello everybody, I'm making peach lemonade concentrate today and canning it. So join me. I've got my peaches. There's about 4 quarts of peaches here. And then I've got my bowl for the ice water because we're going to be blanching and shocking the peaches so that we can peel them better. I've got my blender to put them in. I've got my sugar, which is about 6 cups. And then I've got 3 quarts of water and 4 cups of bottled lemon juice. We want to use bottled because it has the proper amount of acid in it, so we can make sure that this is safe. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to blanch and shock the peaches. Okay, so I have my spider here. You can also just use a slotted spoon, and I'm going to take some of my peaches, and I'm going to put them in this boiling water that I have here, and we're going to put them in for about 30 seconds. And this is the blanching part. So what that's going to do is that's going to heat the skin up, heat the peach up, and then when we put it in the ice bath over here, then it's going to cause it to get cold really quickly, and it kind of shrinks and splits the skin, so it makes them really, really easy to peel. So we're going to pull it out here and throw it in the ice bath. And then we'll get this last one here and throw it in the ice bath. And then we're going to do that with this whole bowl here, and we'll come right back. So we've blanched and shocked our peaches. So we're going to remove all the skin now, which as you can see, comes off very easily. It just peels right off there. And we're going to put this out in the compost tumbler. Let me set this over here real quick. And then we're going to take the pit out. Ooh, it's juicy. There we go. Don't worry about me mashing these up because they're going to go in the blender anyway. So we've got the pit out. Let me put this over there. And all that's going to go in my composter. And then I'll show you what to do next. I've put some of them in the blender here. As you can see, we're going to have to do this in batches. So what we're going to do is we're going to puree the peaches until they're nice and smooth. And then we're going to dump them in our big pot here. And then after we're done with that, we're going to pour the sugar, the lemon juice, and the water in there. And we're going to start heating that up, and I'll go into more of that once we're at that point. Okay, so we have the peach puree in here, and now we're going to add the lemon juice, which is 4 cups, and then we're going to add 3 quarts of water. I love these big giant pots because I tend to cook large amounts of things. So these big giant pots are very helpful. And then we have 6 cups of sugar that we're going to add in there. Okay, we're going to stir. And we're going to put it on a medium-high heat so that it gets up to 165 degrees. Now we don't want it to boil. So we're going to stir it occasionally and get it to that temperature. And then we'll come back. Okay, so we've been stirring occasionally our mixture here. And it is now up to 165 degrees. So we've turned off the heat. And we're going to start putting it into the jars. We want to leave a 1/4 inch headspace. It's kind of like making jam. But this is going to be a concentrated syrup. And we're going to water bath can it. So you don't have to worry about using a pressure canner if that makes you nervous. But we're going to fill these jars, and like I said, it's going to be a 1/4 inch headspace. So we're going to come up to that top ring. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to move to the next one. And then once we get all these done, we're going to wipe the rims and add the lids on, and then we're going to get them in the water bath canner. So we've got all the lids and rings on now, and I've got 12 pints and 2 quarts out of this. plus a little left over, which I will show you how to make up to drink when I'm done here. So we're going to get all of these into the water bath canner here. Well, technically it's a pressure canner, but I'm using it as a water bath canner tonight. So we're going to fill this up as much as we can. And we're going to bring it to a boil. We have to make sure that the water is above the jars. I think I can fit one more in there. There we go. Ooh, might even be able to fit one more. There we go. Okay, so our water is about 1 inch above the jars. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on, and then we're going to wait for it to boil, and then we're going to set our timer for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, so our jars have been boiling for 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take them out now, and I'm using my jar gripper because they're super hot, obviously. Make sure you don't tip your jars at all, and then we set them on a cloth. Now, when you get all of them out, you're going to want to let them sit for 12 to 24 hours, and you'll start hearing the pings as the lids vacuum. That is if you're using the metal lids. If you're using Tattler reusable lids, apparently they don't ping. I hope to find that out one of these days soon because I really want to try some Tattlers. But anyway, like I said, take them out, set them on the counter, let them rest for 12 to 24 hours. The lids will ping, and then as long as your lids seal, you're ready to go. Just take off your ring and put them in your pantry. And then you can have peach lemonade whenever you like. I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to show you how to make this peach lemonade. Here I have half a cup of the concentrate. I'm going to go ahead and pour that over my ice. Now you can really do this to taste, so it's however you want. Some people do half and half. Some people do a 2-to-1 ratio with water to syrup. I'm going to do about a half a cup of water as well, so about half and half, and we'll see here. That's pretty good for me. You can add more if you want. I like that strong flavor. Probably want to mix it up a bit more, but yeah, this is really good.